Yo, GM fam, how the heck are we doing today? Oh, you can't hear me. Wonderful. All right, Turbo, take it away. Let me bring you on up here as a, you should have the co-host invite there on the, you got to be kidding me. You have got to be hosting. All right. All right, you're up there as the co-host. All right, give me 1 second.
Man, of course, my guy, be Frank in the building. I see Carrie down there, man. Shouts out to Carrie. And, you know, Carrie, listen, me and Jay are fine. We're okay. Everything's all right. You know what I'm saying? We're good. Carrie had sent me a text message and was like, bro, I hope you and Jay are okay. And I was like, man, we'll see.
Why?
We'll
what
see.
happened?
You know, with everything that was going on yesterday, I don't know. He thought, yeah. So I let him simmer a little bit.
I didn't want to blow the cover because it was something that, you know, we had planned. So I couldn't blow the cover, unfortunately. The only person, and what time was it that I talked to you when I finally, when you asked me, you're like, bro, is this thing like for real?
Like 7, maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Okay. And I said to him,
about
like,
that time.
I said to Turbo, I was like, Turbo, I hope you are with nobody. He's like, there's no one around me. I was like, all right, man, here's the deal. This is the story. This is what's going on. This is not real. Like, this is just, you know, there's no news. Like, there is nothing in the news right now. So, like, we wanted to make a little news. And so that's what we did.
Yeah. And, you know, look, and that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today, you know, so we don't want to get too hot and heavy into it. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's what we're going to be talking about. And right now we're in the chop shop, which is our opportunity, you know what I mean? To just kick it with the community. Look here, we're going to send you an invite. Let's get Modern Canadian.
I was going to say we hanging with the boys right now. But shout out to Whitney, who's in the group too. Thank you for being here, honey bunny.
Thank you, Whit. We love you greatly, man. And, you know, man, I'm telling you, bro, I am so happy every time I see, you know, Whitney in here, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, it's dope to see that, like, coming together, you know, and like, we're a Web3 family, you know what I'm saying? And she's like learning and like a part of the conversations, you know what I mean? I just think that is so amazing.
So something that we need to do here eventually is because they will watch sometimes on the live stream as well. And my daughter will be talking to us. So Bo, daddy, Bo, daddy. And so one day, maybe what we should do is actually just bring her on to the stream. We'll just say, come on.
Oh, man.
Come on. We'll just, you know, call in like a live-in caller.
Bro, she's going to be bigger than Ryan. Like, Ryan, you're not ready, boy. You ain't ready. You
talking about Ryan?
You hear me, Ryan?
You talking about Ryan Kachi, like the jillionaire little YouTuber kid?
Yep, I don't know his last name, but I don't care. You hear me, Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan, watch out. Little Emmy's coming for you. She's gonna take over.
Yeah, we start that beef.
Actually, no.
We start that beef now.
No, she won't be a YouTuber. She will do something on a Web3 crypto platform. So she'll always be earning crypto. Like, that's her thing. She's not going to be playing in these centralized entities, tech monopolies. No way.
Yeah, so get your weight up, Ryan. But no, you know, we're just hanging out, kicking with the boys. I see we got a kid called Love with his hand up. What up, Love?
Yes, how are we doing today? It is me, a kid called I Lover. Just come to show you love and sprinkle you love this morning. And if you hadn't already, make sure you hit the like and the retweet so that we can talk about this thing they call crypto.
I love it. Let's like,
Thank you, love.
thank you, love. It's actually been a minute since we've done this. And so I feel like we owe it to ourselves to look at what's happening on NFTgo.io. It kind of, it stalled out a little bit. I know we looked at it the other day and we were at a 30. I haven't looked at it again. Let me pull the screen up here.
I'm so nervous.
I know, me too.
We should take lines. We should bet it.
Oh,
29. Okay.
I totally misunderstood what you just said there at first. Bro.
Emmy's watching.
My daughter is watching. Jesus. Yeah, 29. Okay, so like this thing's flattened out, right? Like, we saw like it was like, in the teens forever, and then it stalled out, and then it shot up to 30, and then it's just kind of stalled back out. So no major movements here. What does it say? Volume down 7% in the NFT ecosystem in the last 24 hours.
Bro, I'll take that. I'll take holding 29. Man, I remember when I thought that thing was gonna hit 0. I thought we were gonna go all the way to the bottom, man. I didn't think we get back up here. I feel like we are like on a rocket ship right now, and if we got to stay steady at 29 right now, I'm okay with that.
So Bored Apes seem to be holding around that 30 floor. I don't know if anybody cares. I'm looking. Oh, Eats hanging over 2,000. Well, that's good to see today. And then the Mutants at 5.6. Shout out to my boy Matthew, fellow mutant in the house. Anybody else have throw me an emoji if we got another any other either apes or mutants in the house. It's just me and you, Matthew, right now. I get it, dog. Guess what? We will not be the only ones once the bulls come back. People will. We talked about this. This is like those will be the collections that when people do get some gains in the crypto run, that they will like there will be the blue chips that rise again. The pudgies, the apes. Hopefully the beasts. Do you see that? Do you see that display that Raph put out? Like with all those.
I'm trying to tell you, man. And, it's starting to come together. Like I said, I'm really excited. I got a personal relationship with them, and so it's kind of a little different with me when you get to speak to a founder and you get to see their intentions, and you get the alpha that other people don't get. So I just tell you like this, I'm bullish, and me being a beast and me being a community member, I think like, us refocusing in on what makes our community great, and that's just supporting each other and really getting back to that. So that's a process, man. There's a lot of people that have left, unfortunately, that were kind of like holding the project back in my eyes, just from my perspective and from what I know. So, we're looking to fill those positions. When I say we, not that I'm actually a part of the team, but as a community member and as someone that actually cares about the project, we want to fill those voids so that the community can have those leadership roles, So I'm letting y'all know right now, like I always tell people in life, you get opportunities. If you see a vacancy and like, hey, you guys are needing help in this arena, well, a true leader always steps up. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing about me. Like I tell people, if I'm a part of your project or if I find value in who you are as a founder, if I feel like you're really here for the right reasons, I'm gonna throw my weight behind you, and I'm gonna do leadership things. So that's why I'm gonna always be a kid called AI Love until we got enough feet on our ground or legs up underneath us where we can stand on our own. Then I'll change my name back. AI Love. But until then, you're going to see me rocking the beast. You're going to see me repping for my beast community, and hopefully get the community to rep for me, because that's what it's about, beast for beast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I wanted to say that too, like that's the whole thing, like in the bull, it's always like beast follow beast, apes follow apes, you know what I'm saying? Like how far does that go? You know what I mean? When does it stop? You know what I mean? Matthew's always like definitely a great supporter. I know he's huge over the mutants. Same thing in the beast community, it's like we say these things, but do we really hold true to them?
What do you mean by that? Do we hold true?
Well, just like, do we hold true to that? Do we really? Are we really truly supporting the people in our communities? Right? Like, are we really going out like as people, like as community members,
as
right?
Leaders, or just as like a community, like a standard community member?
Yeah,
or both?
Just as a regular community member. Yeah. Well, and I'm just saying more as just a regular community member. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, B. Frank, he's a community member with the Lacey's. You know what I'm saying? He puts a lot of work and a lot of time in. You know what I'm saying? But is he getting that same support reciprocated back to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, Frank, what's up? You have your hand up.
I think it's different though. That particular project, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Frank, that it's just more of a community run leadership at this point. Like, the true founders, that was the whole goal behind it, was to let, the leaders rise up and really take on those trade groups and then move forward with it. I think, there are some leaders within the organization, within the team, but the whole goal was to really have the community step up and be the controlling factor for that. And I really like that. I think that was like a model that, obviously, like, those guys started it with the Lazy Lions, with the L hats and all that stuff, and it was like the politics and all that shit and everything that went, beside it. Like, who gives a shit? Like, no one cares about that. I'm just talking about like the whole model of taking a collection, and even if it was abandoned by the founders or if that was the original intention, and I'm not saying that these were, I'm just using that as the example that people can now use that as the model, is that you take your community, you rally together, you find like your little your pillars and your tribes within that ecosystem, like the trait groups, right? And so, like, if everybody's got the red scarf or the pirate hat or whatever, now all these people are together, they're building a business, they're using their IP, they're and it's eventually the rising tide floats all boats syndrome happens once you get like that. And I really think that was revolutionary, in my opinion, when the whole trait group thing came out, because you started to see other projects take that on and things that they were failing, right? And then all of a sudden the community steps up and got a phone call. Dang. Took a phone call there. Darn it.
Oh my goodness. D&D rookie.
That's okay. Well, I think
the problem
before we hit these hands here real quick.
We talked about that before. I can't do not disturb because then I forget to put it on, and then I wonder why nobody calls me all day, and then that's just that's just how it works.
We just gotta get checklist. No, but I was talking more, along the lines of, like of responsibility of community members, right? Like as a community member, not a leader, just someone who's has purchased this, PFP, this NFT, to then say like, okay, hey, like I'm a part of this community. I'm going to support the people who are in this community as well, right? Like that's where I'm at. Not that it's a responsibility of the founders or anything like that. But B Frank, what you got for us, family?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Turbo? What's up, J Chains? What's up, Web3 Breakfast Club? Good morning, everybody. I appreciate y'all calling on me. And both of you gentlemen are actually very correct. Both of y'all are very right about what's going on over there at the Lazy Apes. And, to be frank with you, Turbo, this project, when you guys talking about what you're talking about, for me, I dedicate all my time here at the Lazy Apes because I see, like, what's happening. I believe in the vision. There's a lot going on. And in order for me to be behind the project and support it 1000%, it's going to be hard for me to venture off to other projects and support them like a true club member. You know what I mean? Like support them, give them everything I got. Now, when you talk about getting back what you put out, as far as in the club, this is the club that I've received the most back from. That that every ounce of energy I put forward to them, I get it right back, just from support. And I've seen that even with my Twitter account, right? So if I just wanted to go start my own space and, let's be frank about it, it'll be hard to grow an audience. It'll be hard to grow people and come in. But the Lazy Apes have welcomed me into their space and welcomed me and allowed me to co-host their spaces. And they have allowed me to grow not only with the digital collectible and the brand, but also personally for me as well. So, a lot of people like hard to get followers and this, that, and other, and just every day, just naturally, mine are growing up just because people are joining the club and it's like, oh man, like Be Frank's a genuine dude. And so I'm growing my brand as well as the club at the same time. So I'm getting a lot back, and it's a professional kind of club. It's a business club. It's what they've branded themselves out to be. Because you talked about the trait groups as well, J Chains, and the trait groups are building their businesses, and this is where you should take a parody project from just being a parody project into, oh man, this is a force to be reckoned with. It's by the club members behind it, and our club members understand that the only way to move this club forward is for each of us to find our own niche, right, and to run with it. So some of us are better at hosting spaces, which is what I do with D-Dish, and we have other club members who are stepping up and accepting a co-host seat as well, which is very great to see. They're like, hey, I would like to co-host a space. Okay, come on up here. We'll teach you how to run spaces. We got people who are great at making memes and making funny memes, and we're a business club, so we try to keep it professional, and they make some professional memes that are really good. And we got people, just people with all different types of niches, that are good at what they're good at, and that's what this club is good known for, is allowing people to really bring out what they're good at and contribute. It's not pushed upon you. And so when you talk about getting what you put out, this club really puts back what you put into them.
I love it.
Yeah. Yo, I gotta say what up to the CRG Crypto Rap God in the building, baby.
What it do, man? I just wanted to say I'm a regular community member, like Turbo. I'm just playing. Nah, what y'all got going on today, man? Like, I'm trying to master the Web3 attention economy right now.
I love that.
Ooh, you're doing a great job at it, because the first rule of mastering the attention economy is fuck with people who get attention. If you're not, you ain't nobody paying you no attention. You know what I'm saying? So I understood this from early on. It's not about what you know in this game, in this world. It's about who you know, right? And so the first thing to understanding attention is who captivates attention. This is why I tell people, this is how you really win. You know what I'm saying? It's like, change. We got some people that's going to capture some attention here shortly, right? Like, that right there in itself is a way to master it, because we just entering, leaving the chop shop. You know what I'm saying? Crypto Rap guy, thank you for staying on stage. But what we really were talking about is communities, and what we derive from the communities in the chop shop talk, right? And we were, speaking on the Beast community, why I feel so strongly, and why, I really back and support Raspy. And Frank was talking about the Lazy Ape community, and the value that he finds inside of there. And that's why I try to tell people, it's all about the communities and what value we find in it. I can't define to someone what art is, right? And I can't tell somebody that there's no value. It's just like with relationships, right? Who are you to say, oh, no, there's no value there, right? That person's got to identify that on their own. I just endorse what I find value in.
So yeah, you're right. I'm definitely an advocate of the community needs to do more than the founder. That's what I'm an advocate of. And for instance, like the Beast community, I'm a big beast. So the community, they always making content 24/7. Like, you cannot go a day without seeing some AKCB content, because they are always working. The community is, and also the founder, they reposting the community stuff. So I think that keeps the attention of the Beast, because you have no choice but to see that content. And also, like this PFP I'm wearing right now, Guy Haitian FTs. It's a lot of people that don't like them because it's a coat for real, and they crazy as hell in there, right? But guess what? You're not going to go a day without seeing somebody talk about Dork, or somebody talk about Peters, or somebody talk about anything, because they're consistently all together posting stuff at the same time. Maybe it's copy pasta or whatever, but you're going to see it, man, unless you mute everybody. But you're going to have to mute a lot of people. So I definitely think that the community is the biggest part of Web3, like bigger than because you can have the greatest founder in the world. With no community, it's not going to be no, excuse me, it's not going to be no reach at all.
Yeah.
You're just going to have a great founder. That's it.
Absolutely. And I think, that we can all, there's probably several of us that are, beasting in that community, so we understand it, like while Raph was going through some of that shit, and, obviously with Crad leaving, really letting the community take over. And like, all these people doing the blender and the, the 3D modeling and all that stuff. And you were right, CRG, man, like you couldn't go through your feed without seeing like your timeline filled with these dope ass things that the Beast community was doing, and keeping that thing afloat while, the organization figured things out and moved things forward in the back end, And so like, I mean, you hit the nail on the head that like the community is going to help run all of this stuff, right? And if you've got a good community behind you, they're going to help spread it out. And whether, we talk about, excuse me, you know, the attention in all of this, because that's the whole goal, right? Is like, if you have a project and you want to mint your NFT, like, you need to get attention on your project. If you have, you know, a YouTube channel and you need to get eyes on your YouTube channel, what do you need to do? You need to create those moments to get that attention. So like, you know, that's what like all of this like stems down to, is the people that we build around us, whether our teams, our communities, our friends, our networks, whatever, as long as we can utilize that to help spread. I mean, that's how, one, you grow as a creator, as a founder, project, whatever. But two, it's like, that's the business that we're all in. Like, and I get that a lot of people come in here as a consumer of content, and that's great. And that's what us as creators need, is we need consumers of content, right? And so that's why we make all this stuff, is so that people can consume it. And whether you like it, whether you hate it, whether you love it or loathe it, like, the attention is there, right? And so that's the whole goal of all of this. And this is marketing.
Can I say one more thing, please?
Absolutely, man. You can say whatever you want.
So okay, so this is the gift and the curse with the whole thing. This is just my opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because as a founder, it's your job to get their attention. And the reason is because you need to get their attention to be able to market for free for you. Because that's all that's going on. People are, it's just free marketing, bro. Like, but you have to make a product that somebody wants to market for free.
Yeah.
And AKCB is definitely that product that people are consistently marketing for free. They got a kid card in their name. They got all this stuff going on, which is cool. But
you say
you don't
free.
I was going to say that.
You say free, but really your goal with all of this is, and if you were smart, you know, you have several of them, and your goal is to help pump your own bag, right? And so like, if the whole community comes together and starts doing all this dope shit and creates all this attention on a project, like, eventually, like, when we have more people coming into Web3, like when the bull run starts and people come back and they start to see what's going on, and, you know, maybe there's a toy on the shelf for Beast as well, like, you're gonna see like this thing just totally rip, right? And it's gonna rip. It's gonna rip, and it's to the credit of the community by contributing, right? Like, that's your credit. So like, you didn't get paid by the organization, but you're gonna get paid if you're holding on.
Well, and here's the thing too. Hang on, I'm gonna say this real quick too, because it's not pumping your own bags, right? Because you're trying to give it value and you want somebody else to join that community with this value that you're bringing to it. I'm not, you know, and it's not about me pumping my bags to make this money. It's that I want to create a value for the next person to come in, because I was here first, right? I took the risk, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so in that,
but it's about pumping your bags. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I originally bought 9 Beasts because when those things eventually got, and I've had to sell a couple because of the bear market, but like, I bought them for the intention of like, hey, this thing could be the next mutant. This thing could be the next whatever, right? And if this thing shoots up to 30, 40, 50 ETH, now I got almost 10 of these motherfuckers. And then like, okay, I pumped the shit out of my bags by being loyal, by creating content and all that stuff, right? Like, that is a goal. Like, we can't forget that, yes, while we are here for the tech, we are here to make money. And if you're not, you should think about that, because there's a shitload of money to be made while you're here.
Well, I think Turbo's point here is just pumping your own bags just really kind of has a stigma to it, right?
Yeah.
So if you tell somebody, you know, let's pump our bags, you know, the immediate thought is like, yeah, let's pump our bags and dump it on somebody's head. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
There's always a buyer for a sell, for sure.
So when you talk about that kind of thing, and I apologize here. I know we got hands up, but I got it. You know, it's one of those things. Like I believe everything's being said here, and one of the things that's said in our space is they took the JF Kennedy inaugural speech, and it was like, you know, it's not what you could do, it's not what the club could do for you, it's what you could do for the club, right? And you know, when you want to talk about attention economy here in the Web3, you know, I really want to bring it to, you got to make sure you capture the right attention, and you're bringing the right people for the right reasons, because you could go up there and you could capture attention, you're just going to get negative attention all day. Is that what you want? Or do you want like-minded people who are going to come in and build with you? So when it comes to trying to capture attention, you got to make sure you're capturing the right attention amongst the space. And it's back to you, Jay. My bad, brother.
That's a good point.
We'll pass around these hands.
Let me just tell you something, okay? because what it said was absolutely correct, right? And if you look from what I look at, that's why I see the problem number one was it's the people that you put in, it's the leadership roles that you signify, you put a cosign on that cause friction. And here's the thing: when you put people in positions, right, people get what's called power. Some people get power hunger. Okay, these are people that have never been given or have ever had the privilege of being a person in power, so they don't know how to handle those leadership roles in those positions accurately and effectively, right? So they will do things that are of power hungry individual. These are like Kim Jong-un type people, right? To push the button, it's my way or the highway. And then when you're doing something that's supposed to be community coming together, that has a polar opposite effect. And so this is what really stagnated a lot of the growth and the development. There were people that were basically like moles and then trying to leverage their powers of authority against each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's not becoming of a community. We don't do that, right? Like everybody in the Web3 Breakfast Club, we help each other out, right? Like I have a network, Jay, you got a network, Turbo got a network, and we work in coordination with each other to help further our careers. And that's what the Beasts were doing very effectively at the beginning until certain people got powers of authority and misused those powers of authority. And it made other people feel a certain type of way, right? So there's a displacement in leadership. And unfortunately, Raph is one individual, right? And his focus is the tech and the building and the animation. And he's not a force. He doesn't even though he's very intellectual, he doesn't like to engage with people. He doesn't like to have conversations. There's nothing wrong with that. He wants to build. He's built something amazing for the community, man. For the community, and there's nothing more powerful than that, you know. And so, yes, we need to step up, but we also need, you know, the co-signing of leadership to say, hey, this is a person that I'm signatoring. This is a person that's pushing the community forward. You know, no matter if you just want it, you created different sectors, those sectors need leaders. You know, it's just like any entity, whether you want it to be decentralized, if you want the growth and the development inside of the ecosystem, if you want those areas to build up, you got to have those leadership roles.
Boom.
And just to follow that up, when you talk about leadership within Web3, there's two different types of leaders. You got multipliers and you got diminishers. And if you don't know what those are, go look them up. Be a multiplier. Be that person. What's up, Jay Chains?
Boom. Love that. Multipliers. Let's go to Matthew and then Samuel and then Mama Bear GM. Matthew, what's up, fam?
Good morning, Web3 Breakfast. It's great to see everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Sorry, I've been kind of MIA. I've been a little bit of a busy week, but I want to talk about the bag pumper of all bag pumpers, Mr. Warren Buffett. Nobody's surprised. This bro drinks Coca-Cola all day, eats McDonald's for breakfast every morning, and at every shareholder meeting has all of his public companies like See's Candy, World Books, remember encyclopedias, there at their station. So he is the actual paragon of pumping your own bags. There's nothing wrong with it, but I think what's happened in this ecosystem is it's really been memeified, where people are like, oh, I gotta pump. Like, I love wearing an ape. I put it on, it's not my PFP anymore, but it's on my my banner, because I want people to know that I'm still part of the ecosystem. And I think that there's a lot of support that I've been given and a lot of support that I've given other people in the ecosystem, whether it's helping with merch or creating new ideas or with the Mutant Cartel and just kind of all around. I've always thought it was like a pretty awesome ecosystem, but I think that there's a space for everybody. And I also think one of the big challenges is that people cycle in and out of these communities all the time, right? So it's really hard to, really find out who's there for the project and who's there for the community and who's there to just kind of buy a whole bunch of these and then sell them and dump them later. So just my 2 cents, but I just wanted to hop in and say good morning.
Good morning, man.
Yo, Matthew, GM, bro. Good morning. And this conversation is sizzling.
I like it. I need to, that makes me think. Because I too am not repping my Mutant in my PFP anymore, because the brand.
It's on your hat.
It's on the hat, so it is a slight touch point. But I think it's probably a wise idea to go with the banner route. So probably gonna have to do a new banner soon. So I made myself a note. So thank you for the good tip.
One quick thing that is very interesting from a community perspective before we get to the workout is this notion that I bought all these apes, but I bought them because they're cows, and I'm trying to sell the milk. I got land, I got quotas, I got Mara's like, I got a whole bunch of just shit in a box that can like be sold, that can be used. It's like, it's like fun dividends, like fun coupon dividends in some way with these NFTs and like other stuff or ApeCoin. So my also hope in holding them is that this is still a cow and milk situation where I can continue to sell the milk.
There you go.
Carrie doesn't like milk.
I'm just saying, it's weird. We got to get off this milk subject right away.
Yes, yeah, we don't want to be talking about that bovine teat juice that you weirdos drink. Carrie, thank you for blowing the whistle. I believe Corey is busy today. They got some family stuff going on. If I'm not mistaken, I saw a tweet. What's that?
Yeah, gotta look out for my boy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Coach Corey, shout out to Coach. Make sure that you guys do follow everybody up here on stage. All right, this is the point halfway in the show. If it's your first time tuning in, we're going to do a little workout here because you got to have a healthy mind, a healthy body, and a healthy portfolio. And this is the healthy body time. And maybe you thought, you know what, I wasn't going to work out today. We'll just do one of these little micro workouts with us. We know they work. Scientific proof. Turbo he's got the write-up, all that stuff. I think he's publishing it in some scientific journal. So you're good to go. Take our word for it. Trust me, bro, as they say. All right, so it's time to get on up, get that heart pumping, get that blood pumping, get that heart rate going. And what you got for us, Turbo?
I'm doing squats. That's it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I was just gonna
push-ups again. Here we go.
Let's go.
All right, guys, get about your seat. Let's get it.
I got eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Web3 breakfast, Jay Chains is the host. Good morning. What's up, Jay Chains? Turbo made it co-hosting. Yeah, they do their thing. If you savvy Web3, GM, grab a plate and a seat. Let's begin. If you got something to say, come and grab a mic. We got one rule, no douchebag. Alright. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Monday through Friday, we got the service. The faces fit the purpose. All about the community focus, they deserve it. Come and speak your mind with no regrets, but you serve us. Pizza on Friday, working off midway. Get the blood pumping, Web3 music is pumping. I got eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Web3 breakfast, Jay Chains is the host. With the mic, we the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Good morning.
GM. Thank you so much for joining us for some Web3 breakfast, guys. We come to you every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Today, we're talking about mastering the Web3 attention economy. And there's a lot of ways that you can think about that, talk about that, have a perspective. So, I'm winded. Like the song said, raise your hand. Come on up. Come be a part of the conversation. We only got the one rule. It's don't be a douchebags and no racist, sexist, homophobes. Other than that, we love your opinion. So come on up and chat with us. Awesome.
All right. Woo. And I see we have, I know we had Samu. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. And then Mama Bear. What's up, Samuel?
Samuel. I like that.
Samuel. Yeah, Samuel. Okay. All right. All right, Samuel. Yeah, that was pretty. I don't know if you've seen on the. I don't know if you've seen on the. I don't know if you're watching live on the YouTube, but I did like 1,000 squats. So.
No, I'm not watching, but I actually did some squats with you. I was like, that actually sounds like a pretty good idea. What an interesting thing to do in a space.
Oh yeah.
Well, you gotta have healthy minds, healthy bodies, and healthy portfolios. So I think it's the first time meeting you at the breakfast table, man. I'm gonna give you a follow. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no, this is. That's why I was totally thrown off. I was like, wait, what? We're doing workouts? Okay, word.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome.
How you been, man?
No, not bad at all. Honestly, I saw you hosting a space, and I was like, I gotta get in here. I know that you host these a lot, obviously, but I never seem to catch them.
Well, thank you for joining us.
So I appreciate that. But I was
glad it worked out.
No, I appreciate it. And then I was listening. I was just going to listen, but I was listening about all these different communities and what they do. And, it's probably no surprise. I'm hardcore into the Pulse Chain, Richard Hart ecosystem. And you want to talk about a founder that has stepped back and does nothing except for build things. I mean, everything you see in our community, the NASCARs, the movie, the lawsuits that we're filing for things on crypto's behalf, everything completely community driven. He doesn't do anything. The most he did, though, as someone points, well, leaders got to get eyes on stuff. Well, he did a lot of outrage marketing where he bought a lot of stuff with his own money from when he was rich. It's about to be proved in court. And he got probably thousands and thousands of people to watch him. Maybe for the wrong reason, maybe for the right reason, who knows? But I mean,
Richard got millions. I'm sure he got millions of impressions on all the stuff that he did. Like, again, it's the shock value, right? Like that, it still works. Like,
absolutely,
especially in a bear market. Like, people want drama. There's nothing going on, like nothing exciting at all. So people love the drama. Like, whether it's orchestrated, real, whatever, it all works.
Nobody likes having to eat, like, I don't know, a mayonnaise sandwich while you're staring at your buddy right next to you eating like some crazy gourmet steak and stuff. And that's kind of what he was doing. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're just showing off and everyone else's coins are down and you're just blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, a little, but it's working. It's like, it's our job as the community to, like, if we find value in these things, whether it's just a token or it's an actual ERC 721 or something, an NFT, like, there's utility behind some of these things, even though people on the outside, like, if you're on the outside of crypto, doesn't matter what token or NFT, anything you pitch at a person at, like, say, Thanksgiving next week, they're just going to laugh at you and be like, well, I heard crypto is fake. I heard it's internet fake. And you're like, all right, never mind. This conversation's going nowhere. It doesn't matter.
Bro, you just blew my mind. Blew my mind. Like, I had absolutely, I know that it's November, I guess. I had absolutely no idea that next week was Thanksgiving. Like, when you just said that, I had looked at the calendar like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh shit, it is next Thursday.
Hey, Jay Change is actually the Thanksgiving scare movie. I'm finna go see that today. So,
is that out today?
Yeah, it come out today, bro.
What is it called? Thanksgiving scare
finally.
It's called Thanksgiving.
It's called Christopher Columbus Comes to America.
There's a that's funny. There's a
too soon.
There's a all right, Thanksgiving movie with Addison. Okay, is this the one you're talking about? Maybe if you're watching the stream?
Yeah, it's a horror movie. Yeah, that shit look crazy as hell, bro.
Okay, horror slasher. All right, man. Maybe we'll have to check it out. My problem with movies is I fall asleep. There's no way I can stay awake.
You in Atlanta though, right? So go to Studio Movie Grill, bro. Like, that's where I be going. You get food, you get drinks, you get all that, bro.
What's it
called? Ain't no going to sleep. Studio Movie Grill is in Marietta.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's right here. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna check that out. We should let's get a whole group going sometime.
For sure.
I like that.
We should go for Thanksgiving.
Maybe we do. Are you gonna be here next week?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring the boys.
Okay, cool. I like that.
I'm working on it right now. So
this is a little PSA for everybody. Now, this is probably one of the worst movies that you'll ever see in your life, and I'll be shocked but not surprised if someone has actually seen this. It is a Thanksgiving movie. It is a horror movie, and it's called Thanksgiving, and it's about a murderous turkey puppet. Has anybody seen it? Thanksgiving.
Hell nah, and I watch all movies. I've never seen that.
It is. It's like a D level movie. Opening scene, one of the funniest scenes ever. A big bosom pilgrim lady, older pilgrim lady, running through the forest, gets murdered by this turkey, and he says to her, the opening lines of the movie is, "Close your ears if you got kids in the room. Nice tits, bitch." And then he kills her. It's one of the funniest Thanksgiving movies ever. It is horribly bad, though.
So
is it low budget like Terrifier? You seen that? Is it low budget like that?
No, I can take a look at it though.
Is the turkey like a Muppet?
No. It's like it's literally like a hand here. I'll pull it up on the screen. You can go to jchains.live or web3breakfast.com to navigate and be able to watch a stream. That would be the fastest way to get you there. But I'll pull this up. Images.
Now I'm disappointed because I've been saying that that this Thanksgiving movie was the first one.
Okay, so here you go.
It wasn't.
If you are, I got this on the wrong screen here. So here you go. So this is the Thanksgiving image search on Google. Here's the lady that I was telling you about, topless pilgrim lady in the beginning. But yeah, no, here's the murdered turkey. This thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
This looks.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous right now.
So low budget.
Yeah.
This guy's hilarious. That guy. Yeah. There's the turkey.
This is Topless Pilgrim.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that looks.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried
like
to pop up there. I'm like, oh.
It's literally just the opening scene, and then that's it, and it's just insanity for the opening scene. My cousin showed this to me like 10 years ago, so this is an old one. You're gonna love it. Thanks, Killing.
Thanks, Killing. Well, we do have a couple hands here. Shouts out to Mama Bear picking up that pit stand. You can pick
they have the hand up for a while.
Web3 Breakfast merch shop. So she has definitely had her pit stand in. You can go ahead and take that on down. What's up, Mama Bear? Good morning, GM.
You guys are so funny. Good morning. No, there's a Thanksgiving. The third movie is coming out or is currently out. So check that one.
So you know what I'm
How is
talking
Mama Bear the other person? How is Mama Bear the other person that's seen Thanksgiving? Golly.
Okay.
I'm a total nerd.
Okay.
I Googled while you guys were talking about it. I mean, if Jay Chains is telling you that it's the funniest thing ever,
Oh, thank
and I
God.
have to mute my children's ears, I have to Google, right? So I'm all about when they hook me with that one or two lines in a movie, kind of like Major Payne when she's like, "Here, take the book," and he's like, "I don't want it," and she's like, "No, take the book." And he goes, "I don't want your book." Like that kills me every time. I have a question about this, attention economy.
Mhm.
I think it's attention economy everywhere. No one is mad with, is it Walgreens or CVS or whoever it is, pharmacy that hired Travis Kelce? Nobody's mad, right? He's all the rage right now. Him and Taylor Swift, they're everywhere. Somebody even created an app to give you news and information about what's happening, with Taylor Swift pumping her bags. Your movie stars and musicians are the best at pumping their bags, and it's okay in that realm. But it's so I don't know, mind-boggling to me that in Web3 we don't consider this to be actual quote real business. So no one wants you to pump your bags, and no one expects you to use business practices or business acumen in this realm, and that cracks me up. I don't understand.
Well,
I just don't get it.
One of the problems, and we know this, is that the investor base is extremely inexperienced for the most part. And so, and for also, and this is not throwing shade on anybody here or anything, because I know that, everybody here is, different, but like the younger, say your 18 to 25-year-olds, they don't, with the rare exception of a few people in that age bracket, really understand business. And that makes up a large demographic of the ecosystem, and I don't want to say unfortunately, but that's why the educational aspect is so important. That's why the pump my bags right now, the when moon, when Lambo, when millionaire, that mentality is immature. And once we get rid of that, and that will eventually go away at some point, and it seems to chill out definitely during the build markets. But, anyway, you got me sidetracked really quick, and you can come right back to this, Turbo. But I gotta say, for all the Swifties out there, in case you didn't know, breaking news. This is in US Weekly Celebrity News. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's parents are planning to meet at the next Kansas City Chiefs game. All right.
Yeah, he's trying to get a ring on that thing.
Taking it to the next level. Getting the parents involved.
Wait. I have a question. Who do you think is actually going to do the proposing? Is he going to propose, or is she going to beat him and propose? I just wonder.
She's probably progressive, right? I could see her doing it. And, that, I don't know. That's a really good question.
Well, the way he's holding her hand right there, the double hand hold, you know what I'm saying, definitely lets me know that she's the big spoon.
Dude, they could wind up proposing to each other at the same time. That would,
that'd be cute.
The double hand hold is a little strange there, Turbo. You're right.
It is.
Yes, this is mine. Yes. I know I can't believe it either. I'm actually surprised myself. But hey, thanks everybody. Thank you. What I was going to say though, to Mama Bear's point is, Mama Bear, I definitely feel like, the whole thing about this double standard. Because I used to do a video where I put $20 in a jacket, right? And I had this whole thing about hiding a $20 bill in a jacket like at Walmart or Myers or whatever. Had this whole story, right? And my friends, like in real life, would get on and they'd be like, "Bro, like all you're doing is you're just trying to get attention. That's so shameful of you." And I'm like, "What in the world, bro? It's $20." I'm like, Mr. Beast just put a dude in a house for like 30 days by himself, which would drive someone completely crazy. And then on top of that, would do things like bring a bulldozer in and knock half the house down. But if he stuck around, he'd give him $100,000. And everybody championed this dude for that. Like, man, it's so backwards, man. And you know what it really comes down to? What it comes down to is that the average person could put $20 in a jacket and they don't do it. So when they have that, they make me the bad guy because they didn't do their thing, right? But nobody has $100,000 to give somebody to harass them in a house all the time. So that just seems miraculous. I don't know, but that's where I'm at. And all I hope is I like seeing people do good shit. And you know what I mean? And so if I like it, I'm going to make content about it. And I hope that others will make good content about it too, so I can watch theirs.
Absolutely. And really quick, and I want to get an Awesome's hand. And well, I'm glad you said that, because that is, also something that's the balance, right? Like you can do a lot of this shock value style stuff. You can do a lot of this where maybe you get a little negative attention. And at some point, like once you get to a certain level, like you're going to get negative attention because one, people hate you because you ain't you, and two, because once you get that many eyes on you, like the balance becomes a little bit more, you get closer to a 50-50, right? Like once you get to a level. And so, with I forget where I was going with that. Awesome. Go ahead. Damn. It was going to be good. I knew it.
Yo, it's your boy Awesome JL, aka the biggest music artist in the
Did he rut?
I'm trying to figure out what he the biggest artist in. Oh damn! Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can now. Okay, bet. But anyway, I'm the biggest music artist in the metaverse. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for having me on this space. Love Breakfast Club. Love what y'all doing. Definitely want to tap in on the subject. I feel like this has been the case the whole time as far as an attention economy, and it's not just Web3, it's all over the world.
Yep.
And in my perspective, attention is the biggest currency. You know what I mean? It just don't have a token. You know what I'm saying? So when you see these wars and stuff going on and all this shit going on, it's all propaganda for our attention, right? So if it's for our attention, the people, what it is the people don't realize how valuable our attention really is. So that's when you get people look at that whole type of situation and be like, "Oh man, people are doing this for attention, this, that, and the third." And that's when people kind of, feel a type of way. But this is like attention seeking has been the biggest industry this whole time, right? And I just want to shed light. I'm not sure if y'all into like Twitch streaming or Twitch live streaming, but there's a streamer that goes by the name of Kai Cenat. He just did a fake live stream of a prison, like he was in prison. He did it for 7 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people were actually believing he was in prison, right? And then they had like up and coming stars and rappers and actors in there in prison with him, right? And they was acting out this whole thing, and people was actually believing he was in jail, and that goes to prove, like, at one point in time, it was like, it was kind of like an embarrassing thing to be a jailbird, right? But now this streamer is doing it to get cool points on live, and it is just wild, like how far it's gone. But yeah, like I said, attention seeking has been the biggest industry of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally no difference than reality TV. In case, it's news to someone, I would hope not, but reality TV is 100% scripted. It's not real. Like what you see is 100% fake. Like the Bachelor. I know the ladies love The Bachelor. Like that shit is planned the F out. That is not real.
Hey, my boy Justin Glaze.
What's that?
I can't.
Say that one more time, Otter.
Rap God?
Are you telling me wrestling is fake?
Oh no, dude, no. WD, that's real. That is real as it gets, man. That's 100%. Come on, that's real.
Well, like I can say that I definitely was running with the Real Housewives of Atlanta when that series was going on, and it's not that it's like necessarily scripted as much as it's instigated with money.
For sure, because Woe Vicky that was definitely not scripted when Krishan Rock was on Whoa Vicky ass. I ain't gonna lie, that was not scripted. But I was asking Jay Chains, y'all y'all heard of Justin Glaze from The Bachelorette?
I've not.
It's my boy. Nah, his shit it's just funny because he's him. Like when it comes to this reality TV stuff, and you know the people, and they not, you know it ain't scripted. I mean, I don't know, bro. Some things is scripted, some things are not. But I think it's more so instigated, like he said.
That makes.
Yeah, I mean, like, what
Spin the
I mean by
narrative,
not
spin the
scripted, I mean
narrative.
it's not like
Spin the
right.
narrative. Yeah.
It's not like written down. Like, say these things, right? Like it's real life. Like everybody knows what's at stake. You know what I mean? Everybody knows they need to get attention. You know what I'm saying? And then they're greasing the wheels around. So yeah,
it's all based around production value, right? Because if you don't get production value, then the show will get canceled. So like you got to do things to spice up the ratings. It's still a business at the end of the day, no matter whether it's reality or not, reality TV or not.
And Shane on YouTube says it's about watching the drama unfold, even if it's not real.
Ooh, can I just say good morning, Shane? My bad.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Mama Bear, what you got?
I just was there's a reason people pay people for marketing or research is because some of us will tell anybody and everybody what we love. If I come across a pair of shoes or a purse, I'm going to tell everybody in the burbs or everybody I come across. If I'm shopping right at TJ Maxx or wherever because I love a bargain, and someone says, I wonder, and they're talking to themselves, I'm going to turn around and tell you, I bought that purse. It lasted 3 weeks. Don't waste your money. And so there's a reason, even in politics, that they pay for somebody's opinion or someone's view, or they research what other people are doing, is because they know that they're going to spread that information for free. And there has to be a maturity in this Web3 space, whether it's in NFTs and crypto, but this Web3 space has to mature to the point that we're degens, but we're also wise business people. And it is infuriating to me, right? Because I'm a peopler. I just love people and I can sort of communicate with people sometimes. I have TED Talks, right? But with going into this space, you get to the place where it has to mature beyond just the degen, like, bro, like, this is the best, bro. And then it has to get to the wise business investment. And there's enough of us out here that think business forward enough that we can be louder than the dude pump my bags or only pump my bags. And I think we're getting there. I don't know that we'll get there this bull run, but I think we're getting there. I hope we are.
When Lambo. I'm ready. I'm ready. Honestly, like, I'm ready for Pump It Up. I'm ready for more of that song. I'm ready for, Moon Talk again. We're the Moon Boys. Bring back.
We need a new Pump It Up, man.
We do. We need. Maybe that's what we.
I love to pump it.
Let's write it. Let's do it ourselves. That's how we, start our rap careers at 40.
Oh,
you should like the salt and pepper.
Hey,
yeah, because I'm so tired of that song. Every time I fucking hear that song, I know that it's rug.
Yeah, you hear that song, you know it's a rug. That's the rug anthem. Rug.
That's when you see your project in the rug, so you put that shit on.
Yeah, I just leave the room immediately when I hear that song come on.
Did you go pump it up?
Oh, that feels so good.
You get rugged up.
Yo, Grateful, you stuck in my head the rest of the day, gentlemen.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Just check the charts, man.
Abracadabra.
Let's look at the charts really quick, and then it'll tell us if we really want to be thinking about that. I've been using a lot of Coin 360 just to get that quick look. Like,
look at that. Look at that green. Look at that.
1.5.
Look at that green.
Bitcoin up 1.6%. I do like that ETH's above 2K still. Like that does be nice.
2,500 by Christmas.
Think so?
Makes me all jittery.
2,500 by
All
Christmas.
my money on fucking Ben's Pick Solana. I have now converted over to a Solana Maxi.
Oh, you can't do it. So you bought the top and now you like Solana.
Oh no!
I was about to say, bro.
Come on, man. You know this is hated. Don't you be not financial advice.
My boy bought the top and now he in love.
You think I'm gonna wait for something to shut off on
Yeah.
2028, big year for Cardano.
Oh yeah, 2020 way. Who said that? Who said that?
He said 2028. Damn.
That's the big. Hey, that's what they're preparing for. We got to get
But
the
that's the
Grateful's
future,
hand.
J-Chain.
We got to get the Grateful's hand because I don't know if he got the pit stand. I don't know if he's bought that yet, and his arm could be hurting. His shoulder could be screaming. Yeah, we'll
Real
talk
bad.
The Grateful, what you got for us? And then we'll come back to talking some coins.
Yo, what's up? Good morning. Good morning.
GM.
Thanks for getting to me, bro. No
You know.
big deal. I'm just chilling, hanging out, driving around, cruising, blowing off my job for a little bit. But yeah, dude, I used to do like funnel building and lead generation for people on the side, like before I started my company. And there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? So one of the most powerful marketing tactics that exist is organic fallout, and haters are just as important as supporters are. It just creates exposure and brings more people in to check things out. And people that understand how to really leverage organic fallout, there's this guy, he creates courses or whatever for, digital marketing things like a million other people, but he's really successful at it. And he did a chart breakdown one week of his sales, basically from all the hate that he was getting and all the organic fallout that he got, because he intentionally tries to piss people off. He pins his following against each other on purpose, and it brings a bunch of noise and it brings a bunch more people in to look at him. But after, it was kind of like an experimental thing for a little while, but his course sales would go up between 50 and 70% on the month when he was doing things like that from capturing organic fallout. And it's like independent people too that have a ton of haters. There's like an independent rapper that he probably, half the reason why he blew up on his own so much is because he has so many haters. And he has a bunch of one-liners like, I don't even know. He has a bunch of one-liners that just basically tell everybody. He's like, show me you're triggered, blow up my Twitter. Y'all just keep making me bigger. The algorithm's triggered by exploiting your weakness.
Is that the baby?
It's just, it cracks me up, dude, because, yeah, everything's like an act, but at the same time, a lot of people get really sensitive about when people are hating on them, but it's like, if you want to be really successful, it's a good thing. Even in like the crypto space, man, as a whole, like the bad news that goes around, it scares a lot of people that aren't involved. But at the same time, a lot of that bad news might really bring people into the space just because they start reading about people getting wrecked so bad. Now they're taking the first step to getting involved into reading about the industry, and then maybe they get their foot in the door. So I don't know. There's no such thing as bad publicity, but yeah, everything's a script. What's up with the NFL script this year, man? It's getting really sloppy.
Yeah, I know, man. Somebody they're script. It's not even a joke, man. Every one of these games literally have scripts now. It's all part of the because to have like the entertainment tax or whatever this like financial thing is, they literally script out football games so that they become entertainment. It's crazy.
I get it, but listen, bro. As a former athlete, I played D1 basketball and all that shit, bro. I get it, right? But these motherfuckers is not out there trying to lose, bro. I promise you. That team that you rooting for that lost, they just trash. That's all it is.
They're just bad. Like the Bears.
But I will say,
the Bears. Oh man, it broke my heart. I'm done with them this year. I'm on with the Hawks. I'm under hockey season. That's it. Bears suck.
Y'all
you
know,
might as well keep it moving.
The Lions years, the year of the Lions, our curse has been lifted. The 50 years is up.
Have it.
We are now allowed to win a Super Bowl. So
it's yours. Take it this year.
Man, tell me about it. Atlanta, we were supposed to win the Super Bowl. Y'all know how that went.
Oh my God. Deflate.
But that shit was definitely not scripted, bro. Them niggas was just trash as hell at that time.
Now, that's what happens
Man.
when you get too cocky and you don't put keep putting pressure on people. You know what I'm saying? That's all that happened in that game, because only thing they had to do is just run the ball and and be real aggressive with them, or keep coming with that aggression. They let off the gas, man, and that's what most people do. You talk about keeping attention. You're right. I don't give a damn if it's controversy, if you love me, if you hate me. Just keep my name in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because you give me all the kudos that I need to keep moving. I tell people, if I walk into a space and I say something and then I just abruptly leave and they're talking about me for 30 minutes, guess what? I did my job. You know what I'm saying? People like, oh, AI, you're so controversial. I'm like, yeah, I know. The world loves it. Don't you see the Kardashians? Like, hello. Learn how to play this fucking game so that you can goddamn win, man. And with that, we're gonna close the space out. Sorry, Jay.
We can't. We got a hand. We got Frank's hand.
I'm sorry, Frank.
Can't leave it because we can't be doing those overnight, man. We got to get to Frank's hand.
I appreciate it. I'll make it quick. Grateful. I just wanted to say, man, I agree with you. The word of mouth, Mama Bear, is powerful, right? But at the same time, you can't acknowledge the FUD, because you could go down a very slippery slope that will overall hurt the project or hurt the brand or whatever you're involved in. So at the end of the day, it's better off just to ignore the FUD and let the FUD just be natural. The second you engage with it, the second it becomes worse. In that aspect. And another aspect, man, I just wanted to say, Matthew, man, I went to a bookstore the other day and I picked up about like 4 different books. I had 5 different books in my hand. I went to the checkout counter and it was like $300 something at the bookstore. And I had to pick one book to put back. And I clicked on your PFP a few minutes ago. And goodness gracious, if you didn't make me regret the choice I made. I had that book in my hand. I read it for like 10, 15 minutes and standing in the middle of the bookstore. I was like, Red, I got to get this book. I got to take it home with me. And I got to the book counter. They were like $300 something. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh man, what book do I need here? We're going to have to get this book next time. But I really, really hate I put that book back now. So it's on my list, brother. I'm going to go get it next week. J Chains, Turbo, everybody up here, Mama Bear, Kid AI. I appreciate everybody's been hanging out here with the Web3 Breakfast Club and giving me my last, man, for the morning. It's a great way to get my morning started. So I appreciate everybody's been here. Been a great conversation. Thank y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. Be productive, be proactive, not reactive. Turbo, I'll talk to you later, sir.
My guy.
I was going to say that. I just wanted to say, when emotions are high, intelligence is low, no matter what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to the hype and capturing attention and everything that we're doing. So, awesome. I did see that you had a hand. If you wanted to get it real quick, we can pass it right down to you. And then Jay, awesome.
Okay. I actually wanted to touch on, y'all was talking about like the rigged games. I'm not sure if y'all seen the documentary. There's a documentary out there. And it shows how it actually works. It's not the whole team working together. Usually it's the referee. The referee hedges bets against the team and the quarterback. So the quarterback and the referees are the ones you got to watch, right? What they would do is hedge bets against their own teams in collaboration with the referee. And the referee will pick a side, of course, and then they would go for that side to lose, right? So when you see a quarterback play a dramatically horrible game, just keep a close eye on them. And also keep an eye on the referees if they calling bad games. So there's an actual documentary out there from the people that were actually in the NFL, right? And they became whistleblowers and they just told the whole story. I just seen it a couple days ago.
All right. Well, you heard it here. Even those sport ball games are not even real. Well,
yeah, they're scripted.
They are scripted. Right. All right,
yeah,
guys.
I'm talking about the documentary.
We love you. I got to run. We got some things to take care of. So appreciate y'all being here. Make sure that you tune back in tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern for some more Web3 breakfast. You know we coming at you every Monday through Friday. So we'll see you. Don't forget to tune in to AJ's live stream at 10:30. Ben's at 11:30. Crypto Crossfire is back. I don't know if you saw it yesterday or not. If you saw anything else, it is back tomorrow, or it is back tonight. Excuse me. So we'll see you. Y'all have a great day today, and we'll see you. Adios, amigos. She